Hello, Gemini. This is Summer from Tarot by Summer, and I'm here to do your reading for the month of November. Gemini, I'm so happy to be back. It's been a while since I've been here, and I'm excited. I'm excited to be back on the channel doing readings. It's been a while. It's been about 5 weeks. So thank you for coming back. For those of you who have been to the channel before, thank you very much for coming back. Thank you for your support. Thank you for ordering personal readings through me, Gemini, and thank you for your shares, your subscribes, your comments, your likes. Thank you guys for everything. I really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And I want to get going on your reading. I think we have some pretty interesting things to talk about for November. Okay, I prayed and I meditated over your reading, Gemini. And during meditation, I saw a man swinging a sword at something, at somebody. I don't know, he's like swinging back and forth, like protecting himself or, fighting off something. But the air was kind of dark and there was just like light shining on him, like light around his immediate area. So I couldn't really see what he was swinging at, but he's swinging his sword at somebody or something. And it felt like fear, it felt like protection, it felt like it was defensive. It felt defensive. So this ought to be interesting. I don't know what that means for some of you, but it definitely represents Gemini. It represents the air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So that was, I saw that before I laid the foundation of your spread, because I always meditate and say a little prayer before I lay the foundation of the readings. Then I laid the foundation of the reading and got sword energy, your energy. So this is going to be pretty interesting. At the bottom of the deck, I'm going to read from the bottom of the deck. I'm trying to make my videos shorter because for those of you returning, you guys know I can be pretty long-winded. So I'm going to try and shorten these things up to accommodate everyone. You've got the Queen of Cups. This is about love. It's about a woman being in love. It's about a woman, or it can be a man, who's married or in a relationship, and he or she is receiving love. This person is happy. And then we have cups over here. And swords. And wands. So we're going to look at this and see what's going on with it. In the middle of your spread, in the middle of your reading, is the Ace of Swords. One sword. And Spirit. This is an offer from Spirit, from the universe, for a new beginning of something, of information coming in, of truth coming in, some clarity in the situation, an opportunity to triumph over adversity as well. But you'd have to accept the offer. This is your energy. what's challenging that energy, that sword energy, or here to help with the center of the reading, here to help you, is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is someone who is protecting themselves, and this represents a Leo. It represents a fire sign: Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It's a defensive stance. It's about someone who's feeling the need to defend themselves, the need to take care of themselves because they've been through a battle, they've been through a lot, and they don't want anybody else to hurt them again. This person is defensive. This person is protecting themselves, guarding something of value around them. Holding on to this one wand with the other 8 behind him. On guard, not trusting. Battle scars. He has a bandage around his head because he's been in a fight, and this is fight energy. This feels like fight energy. This challenges you, and it feels like you have an opportunity to triumph over some sort of adversity. Some information came in, some truth came in, and you want to, move forward with it and use this opportunity to do something that you wanted, to do in terms of success. But if you're too guarded, then you may be reluctant to move forward with this and triumph. This could stop you, your own fears, your own battle scars, feeling like you can't trust a decision that you would make, or feeling like you can't trust this opportunity or people. It can help you if you need to be cautious, if you need to proceed with caution, and just kind of take another look at the situation and say, let me not move so fast. I remember what happened the last time. This opportunity is here, as fast, as quick, as swift. This is coming in pretty fast. Let me stand back a little bit and look at it, examine it a little bit, and not move, be so quick to move, make movements. Because the wand energy is about movement. It's about taking action. So if you're guarded, that means you're standing back and just standing still in this situation and not taking action. So this is what we're getting here in the middle. Now, at the foundation of your spread, Gemini, is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is about rejoicing. It's about celebration. It's about celebrating with friends. It's about happiness. Some sort of celebration, a wedding or baby shower or something. Or just some friends getting together and having fun. It can also mean a three-party situation in love. But we'll see what's going on with this. In the recent past, you have the Knight of Swords. That means you took a swift action. You were progressive about moving away from something in the past. You wanted to get out of it, just swift action. Just take off, move away from it as fast as you could possibly move. Either way, either as a defense or an attack. There was some sort of, I feel like there was some sort of battle in the past, and you won, you were victorious, but it left you with some bumps and bruises, with some scars. You didn't get out of the situation, without bumps and bruises. You didn't get away scot-free. You didn't get away scratch-free. And that's why this is covering the Ace of Swords. But you got out of a situation in the past. And in your, what's on your mind is the Three of Wands. Or this could be a message coming in from Spirit. Three of Wands, Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is about you looking over at the horizon, you waiting for your ship to come in the situation. You building a foundation of some sort. Three people getting together, building a foundation. It's about building. Putting plans into action, putting plans of building something, doing something creative, a project or something at work or something creative. Two is about can be about the planning, making a decision, putting the plans together, and the three is actually building or waiting for the ship to come in so you can build. Waiting for that opportunity to come in. But in this situation, I feel like it's a three-party situation. Again, something brings you happiness. Something brings you lots of passion. But there's been some fighting in the middle. There's been, not without its consequences. And this is what you're dealing with. Or what you will be dealing with in November. This air energy, this sword energy here is definitely your energy, Gemini. It is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. And then of course you have the wand energy, which is, fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio. I'm sorry, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Some of you be dealing with a fire sign, water sign, or another air sign. I don't see any pentacles here. But I see fire, I see water, I see air. And this feels like a relationship reading. Although I didn't set it up like that, but this is what it's leaning towards, because in the near future you have the Two of Cups. Two people coming together to build a bond or fall in love, create some sort of partnership with something that brings you emotional fulfillment, happiness. You see eye to eye. It's like soul here. This is interesting, very, very interesting. Because you have a three-party situation here happening, taking place. And then there's some sort of decision that's going to be made. There's going to be some sort of cut and triumph over adversity, although there's defensive energy here, someone not wanting to either let go or give in, or someone on the defensive. But it ends with two people. Three over here, some fighting, some conflict in the middle, in the recent past. and it ends with two people, and then the overall energy here is the Queen of Cups. This person, falling in love. This is definitely about love. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio energy. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna look in other readings. I said I wasn't gonna look past the last card, but King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Look at this. Fighting, conflict. Oh, let me stop. Let's make these three cards the overall energy of the spread of the reading, because we have a couple here, and then we have Two of Pentacles. Juggling. There's definitely some juggling going on. This is a couple. This is husband and wife right here. Somebody's juggling. Somebody was juggling. There's some juggling going on here. And this, either the husband or the wife is juggling within this marriage or within this union. Because it shows up over here. There's three people here. There was some fighting here, charging forward on the Knight of Swords, waiting for the ship to come in, waiting to get some, waiting for something, and then it comes back with Two of Cups here. I feel like this situation ended. I feel like a marriage ended. I feel like a marriage ended because it's down to one person here, and in the recent past, there was some charging ahead, moving ahead, charging forward. Someone dying to get away from that situation. Then in the middle, the Ace of Swords, triumph over adversity, although there were bumps and bruises. Third party situation at the foundation. Maybe someone looking to get out of this situation. This could be you, Gemini, or your partner. But then there's another union that takes place. Maybe one of you or your partner makes a choice between, within this third party. And it goes from three of the juggling, going through this situation. I just did this reading, a similar reading like this for Pisces. Wow. Two of Cups here. Okay, let's see. What are we going to question? Because this looks pretty straightforward. I want to clarify something. Why is the Nine of Wands here? Why is the Nine of Wands here? This spread looks really straightforward. This reading is why is the Nine of Wands here? Why is the Nine of Wands here? Ace of Wands in reverse. false start. There was a false start. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. With this Nine of Wands that was covering, this covering the Ace of Swords. This defense, this battle mode, this, someone being hurt in the situation because there was a battle and the battle is over, the battle is ending, but, has ended, but it left scars, it left someone feeling defensive, not trusting the situation or people. Perhaps there was some promise or will be some promise or idea of another start, of a fresh start. But the start is false. With the Ace of Wands in the reverse position and the Ace of Wands in the upright position is a new beginning of something passionate, something good news coming in. In the reverse position, it's like a false start of something that brings passion. And then you have next to it the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position. In the upright position, it means waiting for your harvest to come in, from seeds that you plant. In the reverse position is someone feeling tired of waiting, not wanting to wait, feel like they've wasted their time. So you have a false start here and someone feeling like they've wasted their time and they don't want to move forward. They don't want to, they're saying, no, you know what, I'm tired. I don't trust this situation. I don't trust you. And I don't feel like waiting. I don't feel like this can be salvaged or reconciled. The defenses are up. Why is this Ace of Swords here? Why is the Ace of Swords here? Is the person with the Ace of Swords making making an offer? Why is the Ace of Swords here? But there's definitely been some fighting going on. Defense. Why is the Ace of Swords here? King of Wands. Some of you have a lot of fire in your chart, or you're dealing with a fire sign. One more for the Ace of Swords. King of Wands. Who's the King of Wands? Why is this here? Okay. Seven of Cups. Okay. All right. Ace of Swords is you feeling like you want to make an offer to someone, an offer of a new start, an offer to succeed in something. It feels like love. But this King of Wands, the person that you're interested in, it could be a queen, has a lot of options. They feel confused because they don't know which one to pick. They're disillusioned about all of these options. It's just so they don't know what to do. They can't decide. And this is in the upright position. This King of Wands is a player, someone with a lot of options. And it's like, Gemini, it's like you want this fire sign, you want this King of Wands to make a decision. You're speaking your truth, you're cutting to the chase, you're letting this person know, I want this fresh start, and I want it to succeed. I want our relationship to succeed. No more third party. No more third party. I want happiness. This is what it feels like you're saying. I want happiness. I want to be able to rejoice. I want goodness to come from this relationship. But I want this third party to end. I want you to make a decision. This is your energy. This is you. This is like you swinging that sword in the vision that I had, and you telling this King of Wands here, dude, make a decision. Cut out the bullshit, the BS. Make a decision. Stop playing the field. Make a decision. Because these two cards together, the King of Wands isn't necessarily a player, but he or she could be. You know, that wand, that passion energy, that, you know, the light-hearted, charismatic energy with next to the Seven of Cups. That, to me, that's like a player. Playing the field. But someone, one of you, has been through the battle and doesn't, one of you is reluctant, don't feel like waiting anymore, doesn't feel like waiting, and doesn't want to take this offer. This is a false offer. It's like you're making an offer and you're making a plea to this person, make a decision, and I feel like this person is the King of Wands who's on the defense. Maybe this is who you'll be fighting with, or who you have been fighting with. This is you, the sword, King of Wands, you're talking to and communicating with the King of Wands here. He or she has a lot of options. But then he's looking back at the sword over here. He's literally facing the sword, looking back and communicating back to you. You're communicating here, and this was covering you, communicating back to you. Saying, no, I turn this down. This is what it feels like to me. I'm not ready. I don't want to wait. I don't want to, you know, see, seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. You know, it feels like I don't want to wait. I don't want this. I don't want to make a decision and wait. I'm not ready. I don't want to be patient. But in the near future, someone else comes along. But you, Gemini, have to get past this. And you may have to let this person go so that you can start anew with someone else. You can let this new energy come in. Because this person is covering you, this person that you may be loving and want to make a decision, is defensive. This person is defensive. This person is not ready. No telling when the person would be ready if that's something that you've been waiting for. But it's up to you. See? I feel like you're waiting for that ship to come in, waiting for your king, your fire sign, or someone that has that kind of energy. You're waiting for him to come in. You're waiting for him to make a decision. This is what's on your mind. This be a reconciliation. This Two of Cups be a reconciliation from whatever this energy is in the past. Maybe this king and this queen broke up because there was some juggling. Maybe there was a temporary split in this relationship or marriage. Okay, this could be it. Temporary split because of some juggling, two-party, third-party situation. Maybe you've gone through some changes from this third-party situation. Split up, went on your own, got into something that wasn't really good for you, wanted a new start with this fire sign or someone who has that energy over here. It didn't work out. This person's not ready. And there could be a reconciliation with the husband and wife here. That's for some of you. There's reconciliation. Some of you, this is brand new. Something brand new that's coming. Right now, you're feeling anxious. You're feeling anxious. You want resolve. You want a decision to be made. You know, you don't want to be in this situation. In a situation that's not good for you. In a situation where you're feeling like you're not getting anything out of it. And this is, you hope for the best. You want the best. You want a relationship. You want commitment, or you want to reconcile with with the past. You want to, that could be it too. You could want reconciliation. Either way, wanting something new or to reconcile with the old, you want something, you want something better than than the experience that you're having now. And your fear is you won't get it. Your fear is that you'll be hurt again, that you won't get this. This is what I'm picking up for you, Gemini. What will be the outcome? What will be the final outcome of this situation? There's going to be a cut, with the scythe. Some sort of cut. Someone is going to make a decision. Someone is definitely going to make a decision. This is a mental card, the scythe. It's very similar to the Ace of Swords. Someone is going to make a decision. Decision will be made. And there'll be some happiness with it. Someone is going to make a decision and choose happiness. They're going to make a decision that's going to be good and healthy. Okay? This is going to be the final outcome of this. Whatever this situation is with the Two of Cups, it'll bring some happiness. But this decision has to be made first, Gemini. And I feel that, if you're waiting for the other person to make the decision, it might be best for you to go ahead and make a decision. But nevertheless, a decision will be made and some happiness is coming. This is the final outcome right here. Okay? Now we're going to move on to another segment of your reading. Get some messages from Spirit. Okay. What messages does Spirit have for Gemini? I feel like you don't want to fight. There's been some fighting. You don't want to do that. You want, happiness. You want love. There's cups all over the place in your reading. You want love. You don't want to fight. Wow, look at this, the devil. This is interesting. You were fighting someone or something that couldn't be seen. in this in the vision, you were fighting somebody. Who were you fighting? Because the devil is here. Who's the devil? Were you fighting the devil? Were you fighting someone in your life who represents the devil? And you needed to, yep, you were fighting with someone in your life who's not healthy for you. Whoever this person is that you've been fighting with, because you got, this is the scythe again. You got the sword, you got the scythe and the other Lenormand deck over here, other Lenormand cards, and you got it again. This is another set of Lenormand cards. You got it twice. And of course you have the ace of swords over here. I feel like whoever you were swinging at or whatever you were swinging at in the darkness could be that, the person that you're with is not healthy for you and you need to let them go. The situation could be codependent, it could be addictive, it could be something that's really, really not good for you, toxic, but you're drawn to them. I feel like it's something you need to get out of, Gemini. And you're fighting this person. Maybe this person is sort of aggressive and you feel like you need to, there could have been some abuse going on and you were fighting. You were fighting to get out of it, fighting to get away from this person. Maybe that's why there was, your defense mechanism was up. There was defense there. Go ahead and get out of it, Gemini. Whoever you've been fighting with or who's been fighting you, maybe physically putting their hands on you, get out of it. It's not healthy. It's not good for you. Get out of it so you can be abundant and prosper. Get out of it quickly with the fish. Sword, fish, money, prosperity. Get away from this person. And also master yourself. Master your own demons. You could be fighting against your own demons as well. Master yourself so that you can have healthy relationships. You can free up some of the negative energy, negative, hostile, abusive energy that's not good, and make room for something healthy to come in. That's what you want. Something healthy and healing with the lilies, something long term. Get rid of this, cut this out of your life, whether it's the other person is poisonous to you or you and your own vices. So that you can prosper long term and have happiness and have some healing going on in your life. Cut this person out or cut this part of yourself out. Start getting rid of that. Okay? What other message does Spirit have for Gemini? What other message does Spirit have for Gemini? Relationships. You've got a lot of green going on here. A lot of heart energy, a lot of heart chakra energy that needs to take place. And also green is the color of, of leaves and trees and stuff. You need something healing to your heart chakra and to your health, of course. Something healthy and loving. You need to heal past this. Look at the image of, this is the image of the devil in this particular deck. And the heart is encased, the heart is trapped. The heart is trapped, the heart is in bondage, the heart is being controlled. The love energy is being controlled. You gotta get out of this so you can heal. Relationships are just minor images of your own life, how you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. Get away from this so you can heal your heart, so that you can make room for healthier relationships. It goes back to what I said. This is about healing. It's about healing. Okay? Well, Gemini, this concludes this reading, and I need to move on. I hope this resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, check back with your sun, with your moon or rising sign, and see if those, a little bit better for you. If not, if you like, contact me for a personal reading, and we can set up something where I can get a video reading out to you that is personal. Personal readings are always better because they allow me to focus on, just you and your energy and your situations and not everyone else. So, I hope this helps. I hope you found something good in this reading. Please leave me a comment, subscribe, share if you want, give me a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in the middle of the month for the love reading. Take care and have a great evening, Gemini.